Shree Gurudeva Datta. Chapter 44 tells us about how a person from Tuljapur by the name Nandi became an ardent disciple of Shree Gurudev Narsiha Saraswati. Nandi was a devotee of Tulja Bhavani, and he had leukoderma and patches of leprosy also coming up on his skin. Because of this, his family, especially his wife, deserted him, and there was no one to take care of him. He realized the futility of life, and he prayed to Tulja Bhavani for months together. Now, what happened was Tulja Bhavani gave him a vision that he needs to go to Bhuvaneshwari Devi at Bhillavadi and ask her to make him cured of his ailment. Nandi comes to Bhillavadi, he goes to Bhuvaneshwari temple and does severe penance there and pleases the goddess. This happens for 7 months. One day in his night dream, he gets a vision of the Devi asking him to go to Shree Guru Narsiha Saraswati at Ganagapur, and he was the one who would cure him of his ailment. The next morning he comes to the temple and angrily reprimands the Devi for wasting his time for so many months by taking his devotion for granted and ultimately directing him to a mortal, that is a human being. Now, this same vision has appeared in the dreams of the other priest of the temple of Bhuvaneshwari, and they plead with him that he should leave the temple and go to Shree Guru Narsiha Saraswati at Ganagapur. After being practically pushed out of Bhillavadi, he travels all the way and comes to Ganagapur. At the Sangam, he sees Shree Guru and he goes and prostrates in front of him. He realizes that he is a divine incarnation, but because of his apprehension, he is reprimanded by Guru. Guru says, "Why have you come to me? I am a mortal human being. What can I help you?" He asks for pardon for his blasphemous statement and says, "You tell me whatever service I will do, but please relieve me of this pain." Shree Guru then tells him that you have to narrate a poetry. Nandi says, "I am not so literate where I can compose poems or shlokas." He says, "You don't have to do anything. I'll put some sacred ash on your tongue and you start your narration." Guru puts some sacred ash on Nandi's tongue and he starts talking or composing the following Sanskrit shlokas, which are roughly translated as: right from the time of conception in the fetal form up to the time that a person is aged, what are the difficulties one goes through. He talks about in his poem as how he had a very bad fetal life, and he's talking in general for all human beings. The fetal life is not one of glory or where the fetus is completely asleep. In fact, the mother eats certain things which the fetus does not like. The fetus is encompassed in a closed pattern in the womb, as a result of which he is not able to breathe and therefore has suffocation and yearns to come out. After undergoing this process for 9 months, he comes out into the world and promises before coming out that he will not forget the Creator, the Lord. Once he comes out into the world, he is so encompassed by the illusion around him that he forgets in his childhood, in his youth, as well as in his middle age, that he has some service towards God or towards Guru. Maya completely overtakes him, and finally when he comes to a certain age, a ripe old age, that's when he realizes the futility of his life, futility of relations, futility of wealth and other things. This is what he composes in Sanskrit and offers it at the feet of Shree Guru. Shree Guru blesses him and initiates him as his disciple and calls him Kavishwar. So Nandi, Kavishwar Nandi, is one of the primary disciples of Shree Guru Narsiha Saraswati. We will keep chanting the name of Datta Guru, Shree Gurudeva Datta.